Most drivers are trying to save fuel wherever they can, but not all advice is worth following. Some so-called tricks do little to help, while others quietly waste money or wear down your car. The truth is, real savings come from solid habits, not viral tips or outdated myths. So, which common mistake has been draining your tank without you even realizing it? Number 13. Premium fuel isn't a shortcut to better MPG. Many drivers believe that filling up with premium gas means better performance, cleaner combustion, or improved fuel economy. It sounds like a logical upgrade, but for most cars, it's an unnecessary expense. Unless your owner's manual specifically calls for premium, that higher octane fuel won't offer any real benefit. The Federal Trade Commission and multiple independent studies have tested this claim. In nearly 9 out of 10 vehicles, premium fuel made no measurable improvement in mileage or power. It doesn't burn cleaner or extend engine life. That smoother feel some drivers mention isn't from the fuel. It's from expecting results you've already paid extra for. And just like premium gas, some old habits still get too much credit. Number 12. Air filters don't boost MPG like they used to. Plenty of drivers still believe that swapping out their air filter regularly is the secret to better fuel economy. That advice might have held up decades ago when carbureted engines relied on unrestricted airflow to function properly. But in today's vehicles, with fuel injection and computerized sensors managing everything, it just doesn't hold the same weight. Modern engines use mass airflow sensors that automatically adjust the fuel mixture based on the air coming in. If the filter is a little dirty, the system compensates without any real drop in performance or efficiency. Unless the filter is completely clogged, there's usually no measurable change in MPG. Just like air filters, some timing tips sound clever until the science says otherwise. Number 11. Early fill-ups don't mean extra fuel. You've probably heard someone proudly claim they only fill up in the early morning to get more for their money. The idea is that cooler temperatures make gasoline denser, so you're getting more fuel per gallon. It sounds smart until you understand how fuel is actually stored. Gasoline at most stations is kept in large, insulated underground tanks where the temperature barely changes, no matter the time of day. While fuel does expand slightly with heat, we're talking about a 1% volume change for every 15 degrees Fahrenheit. That's less than a penny's worth of difference on a typical fill-up. So, skip the early morning gas station runs. You won't outsmart the system by timing the thermometer. Speaking of chasing pennies, not every tool is worth the trip. Number 10. Don't let gas apps waste your time. Apps like Gas Buddy and Upside sound like a win, but their savings aren't always what they seem. These tools rely on users to update gas prices, and that means the numbers can be hours or even days old by the time you see them. You might spot a station offering fuel 10 cents cheaper and decide it's worth the trip. But if that station is a few miles out of your way, the savings shrink fast. Let's say you drive 5 miles round trip to save $1 at the pump. Depending on your car's fuel economy, you might burn through half of that just getting there and back. Add in the time lost and the chance the price has already changed or the pump is offline, and it's not exactly a great deal anymore. That doesn't mean the apps are useless, but they should be treated like rough estimates, not price guarantees. Same goes for Eco Mode. It's often misunderstood. Number 9. Eco Mode isn't a magic trick. A lot of drivers switch on Eco Mode expecting to cut their fuel bill in half. In reality, the savings are much smaller than most people think. So what does Eco Mode actually do? It dials back how quickly your car responds when you press the gas, shifts to higher gear sooner, and in some cases, reduces air conditioning power. It doesn't change how much fuel your engine uses at its core. It simply encourages gentler behavior behind the wheel. If you tend to accelerate hard or drive with a heavy foot, Eco Mode can help calm things down a bit. But if you're still speeding, idling for long stretches, or carrying unnecessary weight, the savings won't show up. And while we're unlearning outdated habits, there's another premium-priced mistake that drivers keep falling for. Number 8. Stop warming up your car like it's 1985. Letting your car idle for 10 minutes on a cold morning might feel like you're doing it a favor, but in reality, you're wasting fuel and potentially causing long-term damage. Modern engines are nothing like the carbureted ones from decades ago. Idling burns fuel without taking you anywhere. In fact, your miles per gallon while sitting still is exactly 0. And if you're doing this every morning in winter, that wasted gas adds up quickly, close to $300 a year, depending on your car and climate. It's not just about fuel either. Excessive idling when the engine is cold can lead to carbon buildup, foul your spark plugs, and slow down proper combustion. Over time, that buildup chokes performance and adds unnecessary wear. Chasing tiny gains is a theme, but not all upgrades are worth it. Number 7. Don't overinflate for mileage. There's a common belief that pumping your tires above the recommended pressure can squeeze out a few extra miles per gallon. Technically, yes, stiffer tires reduce rolling resistance slightly, but the trade-offs make that minor gain more trouble than it's worth. Overinflated tires don't wear evenly. Instead of gripping the road with the full tread, they wear down the center faster. In extreme cases, you can wear out a high-quality set of tires in under 10,000 miles. Then there's the safety concern. Overinflated tires don't grip the road as well, especially in rain. So, if you want real savings and a smoother, safer ride, follow the manufacturer's recommendation on the driver's door jamb. That number is tested for balanced fuel efficiency, control, and comfort. Chasing a fraction of a mile per gallon isn't worth risking your tires or your spine. And not every bottle at the pump is worth your cash. Number 6. Fuel additives rarely deliver. Fuel additives promise a lot for such small bottles: more miles per gallon, cleaner engines, better performance. But in most cases, they don't live up to the label. Independent testing backs this up. The Environmental Protection Agency and BOE have both run evaluations on dozens of fuel additives, and the results were underwhelming. Almost all of them showed no measurable improvement in fuel efficiency. If you really want to keep your fuel system in shape, focus on what works. A bottle of Techron or a similar cleaner every 5,000 miles can help if you're concerned about deposits. Replacing spark plugs on schedule and keeping the air filter clean will do more than any mystery formula. Fuel additives won't ruin your car, but they rarely improve anything either, except the profit margins at the store. Yet not every comfort feature deserves the blame it gets. Number 5. AC isn't the fuel hog people think. Many drivers believe that shutting off the air conditioner is a big win for fuel savings. It sounds logical. If the AC pulls power from the engine, turning it off should mean less fuel burned. But when you look at the actual data, the savings are far smaller than people expect. Both the Society of Automotive Engineers and Consumer Reports have tested this myth. What they found is that the difference between using AC and rolling down your windows is about 1 to 3% in fuel economy. At highway speeds, opening the windows actually creates more aerodynamic drag, which offsets any gain you might have hoped for. You could end up using the same amount or even more fuel than if you'd just left the AC running. Now, name brand pumps may sound reassuring, but they're not always essential. Number 4. Top-tier fuel isn't a game changer. If your car doesn't have a high-performance or direct injection engine, you'll likely see little to no impact on fuel economy or performance if you fuel up at big-name stations like Chevron, Shell, or Exxon. That's not to say top-tier gas is bad. It isn't. It's generally high quality. But what matters more is the condition of the gas station's equipment. A clean, well-maintained station, whether it's branded or not, will usually serve you better than one with old filters and poorly maintained underground tanks. Some discount stations like Costco also offer top-tier fuel and maintain their pumps regularly, so you're not always trading quality for price. If carbon buildup is a concern, an occasional bottle of a trusted cleaner like Techron will do more good than consistently overpaying for detergent-rich gas. Your engine cares more about fuel quality than brand names. And speaking of gas habits stuck in the past, number 3, topping off doesn't stop evaporation. There's an old belief that keeping your gas tank full will prevent fuel from evaporating. While that might have made some sense decades ago, it doesn't apply to modern vehicles. Today's fuel systems are sealed tight, built with evaporative emissions controls that trap and recycle gas vapors before they ever leave the tank. Every modern car comes equipped with an evap system and a charcoal canister that captures fumes. Unless your car is a classic with a rusted cap or a cracked tank, evaporation loss is practically non-existent. Filling up frequently to lock in the fumes is solving a problem that no longer exists. And if you think old-school driving guarantees better mileage, you're wrong. Number 2, manuals aren't the MPG champions anymore. There was a time when driving stick meant squeezing every drop of fuel for maximum efficiency. But with how advanced automatic transmissions have become, that edge is mostly gone. Today's cars are equipped with 8 or 10-speed automatics, continuously variable transmissions, or CVTs, or dual-clutch systems that shift faster and smarter than most people ever could. According to EPA data, over 60% of 2023 car models with both transmission options actually saw better or equal fuel economy with the automatic. The reason is that computers don't guess. They shift at the right RPM every time. Drivers, on the other hand, often short shift, lug the engine, or hang onto a gear too long trying to drive efficiently. Manuals still have their charm, but they also come with clutch replacements, uphill stalls, and the occasional "why is my engine screaming?" moment when trying to save a little gas. That $1,200 clutch job can erase any fuel savings you thought you were making. And finally, the riskiest myth might be the most tempting. Number 1, drafting trucks is not a fuel strategy. Tucking in behind a large truck to ride the slipstream might sound like a clever way to beat wind resistance, but on the road, it's more reckless than resourceful. While it's true that reduced aerodynamic drag can improve mileage in a lab setting, the real-world dangers far outweigh any savings. Following a truck too closely cuts your visibility to almost nothing. You can't see road debris, stop traffic, or sudden changes in speed. More importantly, the truck driver likely can't see you either. If they brake hard or swerve, you won't have the time or space to react. Yes, drafting might boost your fuel economy by a small amount, but we're talking fractions of a mile per gallon, barely enough to justify the risk, let alone your safety or others on the road. Are you still falling for these fuel-saving myths without realizing the cost? Small habits can quietly drain your wallet or wear out your car faster than expected. Want more straightforward advice that actually works? Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next real-world tip that matters.